What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. Go ahead and hit that bell notification so you are notified the next time a video drops. So today we want to bring you a little review of the Harley Hammock touring seat compared to the stock Harley seat.
So I do about 80% of my riding two up, and anybody who spent any time in the back of a stock Harley seat knows that they cannot be the most comfortable things. So my wife and I decided to look for new seats, and we went down to Harley Davidson and we demoed the Harley Hammock. Anybody buying new seats knows that they're not really a returnable item, and it's hard to tell whether or not you're going to like a new seat because you don't know how high it's going to put you, you don't know necessarily where it's going to fit you. And the reality of it is, you don't know how comfortable you're going to be on a seat, I think, until about 1,500 miles in, until it really starts to break in. So I was a little worried about buying the Harley Hammock because being 5'11", I'm about the average size rider, and the Harley Hammock, I know, or at least from what I've read before I purchased it, lifts you up about an inch. So that was a concern for me, number one. So we went down to Atlantic Harley Davidson, we demoed the seat. We were fortunate. Atlantic Harley Davidson let us have the seat for about 3 days. Normally a Harley demo is 24 hours. So during that 3 days we went through about 2 tanks of gas on the seat to get an idea of whether or not we would like to have a seat like this on the bike all the time. So we're fortunate enough to have 3 riders of 3 separate heights. So we're going to show you today how somebody who's 6'4", how somebody who's 5'11", and how somebody who's 5'6" sit on the stock Harley seat versus sitting on the Harley Hammock with a stock suspension on a road glide. So Bert is 6'4". We're going to show you how he sits and his posture on a road glide, stock suspension with a stock Harley Davidson seat. Now we're going to show you Bert sitting on my 2018 road glide with the Harley Hammock stock suspension. Now we're going to show you somebody at 5'6" on both road glides, stock suspension, stock seat versus the Harley Hammock.
Oh, big difference for me.
You want some toes? What do you?
I'm almost on my toes, to be honest with you. I'm flat-footed, but it's barely.
But just there.
Just there. I would be able to, no problem.
No, you can ride it.
Yeah.
That's not the issue.
Comfort level, though. Big difference on comfort level. Difference. Comfort level. Definitely, the hammock definitely has it. Well, as far as reach, of course, this is an inch higher, so for me, it would be
Much different.
Much different. Rideable, but still much different. In traffic, I would hate to be on this bike right now.
But my thing with the Harley Hammock, I guess my one con, the way the bike is set up now, that with the hammock in combination with the bars, when I'm in a gravel parking lot, I'm up high enough that with the stock bars are kind of into you, and it's hard to maneuver on loose pavement or in gravel or anything like that.
So what he's saying is, if you have stock Harley bars,
they suck.
You're a tool, and you probably need to switch those out because stock Harley bars are horrible.
No bueno. No bueno. No bueno with the stock bars. So now, 5'11", I'm going to sit on both bikes. The stock road glide seat and the Harley Hammock. So as you can see, the Harley Hammock sits about an inch higher, which for riding down the road is awesome. But if you're under 5'11", it's going to be, it may be a struggle without having the bike lowered. That being said, obviously, if you watch the channel, you know we rode to Texas for the Bring It Home ride, and I had absolutely no issue with fatigue. I was comfortable the whole way on this seat. So I think the riding positions with the Harley Hammock Bert feels a little push forward on the bike. I think going down the road, I have more positions. I can scoot around a little bit. When I sit on an Ultra, to give you a comparison of the stock Ultra seat versus the Harley Hammock, I feel like the Ultra seat with that lumbar support it has does push me more towards the tank. That's one of the biggest things when you buy a seat, is you don't know how far it's going to put you, you don't know where it's going to put you on the bike. So I hope we did a good job here showing you how 3 different riders at 3 different heights fit on the stock seat versus the Harley Hammock seat.